I'm here today to review Serene Life's. It's their IPCAM HD62. It's their security camera is what it is. And I have it plugged in and on. It's facing me. I moved it for the review because we've been using it, obviously. This is what it looks like, not mounted. It comes with a wall mount system. You do have to attach the antenna. And what I want to show you on the back here is all the ports. This is the micro SD card port. It supports up to a 32 gigabyte micro SD card, and it's not included. If you're going to go buy one, I highly suggest a class 10 and up. Anything else with video is just really not, don't even bother. So that's my opinion. Here is, because you don't have to, this is a Wi-Fi security camera, but you don't have Wi-Fi, or you want to go ahead and hook it right up into your actual security system you have, with the door sensors and the window sensors, go ahead. This will work with that. It's compatible. You have your in port for your security system here, but you also have the in and out port for your audio cables. So you can do that too. It comes with an Ethernet cable. You need to hook it up to the Ethernet faster, easier, within seconds, to hook up your camera this way to the Wi-Fi, and then you obviously just connect it. Just took me a few minutes and I'll go through that. Let me put that down. Okay, so it comes in a box like this, see? And then you get probably one of the easiest instruction booklets I've ever seen in my life. I love it. And this just goes about a warranty. This instruction booklet is fantastic. And look how short it is. That's the setup. It's so easy to follow. What you need to do is, when your product comes, go ahead and look through the package. Comes with the camera. The antenna is separate. Comes with the Ethernet cable. I use my own. I didn't realize, to be honest, I didn't go through the box. Didn't realize it was there. I ran and got my Ethernet cable and hooked it up. It comes with the mounting hardware, and then this is your plate to go ahead and mount it if you want to wall mount it. Then that's your plate, and then obviously the screws are going to go through there. And I got to put that back together. Okay, so that's that. This camera is awesome. I already have a really good security camera that I love, that I access with my phone, my tablet, wherever I am, from out of state, and I love it. And this one is just as good, but on a bigger scale. So once you connect to the camera, as long as you put the app on your phone or on your tablet, I have it on both these are both Samsung. So I have it on my Note 5 and I have it on my Samsung tablet. And the app is, I wrote it down. It's it's on my phone. I'll just look real quick. It's the Google Play Store. It's called Serene Viewer, and it's all one word. So Serene Viewer, and I'll pull it up. It's free, and it helps walk you through the steps. But I highly recommend, when it comes, go ahead, go to where your router is. My router is in my son's room. So I brought my laptop in there. This is how easy it is to follow. I had a massive anaphylactic reaction, and when I have those, you fight passing off or you die, right? Where you're probably passing out and die. So I keep myself busy. I set this up during an anaphylactic reaction. That's how easy it is to do. So if I can do it, anyone can do it. I went in the bedroom, put my laptop on the bed with the mouse, and brought the camera, the Ethernet cable, and the book. And turn the router around so it faces you, and you'll see on it, it has the ports. Go ahead and plug your Ethernet cable into there, and then plug it into the back of the camera. And then you're going to need to pull up a website, and it's on page 2 at the bottom. It's very clear. And it's you have to type it in HTTP, all the backslashes, cloud.serenelifehome.com. And you're going to go ahead and register onto the site. You make, your username, your password, and then it's going to go ahead and tell you go ahead and you want to say add camera. So once you're registered in, you're going to put you want to add a camera. Now on the bottom of here, you're going to notice it has an ID and a password. That's all you do. So you add the ID in and you add the password in. Oh, by the way, don't forget to plug it in. It has to be plugged into power. So then go ahead and put the ID and the password in, and then press apply. And then it'll go ahead and add it to a thing, and then it'll start looking for your Wi-Fi. So you're going to need to know your Wi-Fi password. And then all you have to do is go ahead and put in your Wi-Fi password. Don't push any of the other buttons. Don't push any of them. Just put in that, and then you'll have this long list of all these things about your internet. Don't touch them, and go down, just press apply. And once you press apply, you'll be hooked up to the internet on the camera, and then it'll be good to go. So, and then I was done. I could, at that point, it tells you can take it off the Ethernet cable, and then I was good to go. Went ahead and downloaded the app to my phone at that point, and because my phone's on Wi-Fi, it found the camera immediately on its own and was ready to go. So that's real simple. I love the live feed on here, and I love that you can talk, through to it. There's it's so hard to show you. Let me show you, because there's so much feedback on light play on the pad and everything. Let me see if I can turn down my light. It won't be so shiny into the. If I turn it down, maybe it won't be so shiny into the computer. So yeah, it's not bad. Okay, so let me open the viewer. All right, let's see here. Well, it's searching. Now that I've said that. Okay. So that's the live feed. I don't know if you can see that, of the camera picking me up right now. See, I'm watching myself. So it's pretty wild. And so I touched the button, and it brought up some symbols up here. So I could press the, now the microphone's on, and then I should be able to press the speak. Hello? Oh. We're going to have feedback. So then I let go of that. So I'm not, you have to put, it says right, tells you on the directions right there, it says press to speak. And you can speak through it. So let's say, like last night, I was watching the living room in the bedroom through the phone. It was kind of cool. So let's say someone broke in. A lot of times it's known, like through the security system, if you speak through it, the people normally run out and leave. Because they figure if you're speaking to them, you can either A, be armed, and you've already called the police, and they know there's cameras set up, and they normally take off at that point. So that could be a lifesaver too. Another good part with the speak thing is once you're connected to it, once you've logged in and connected to it, even if you're out of state, you'll be able to come in and look through your phone, which is great. So I can be out and come into the phone, like be out and about, and then I could talk to a family member in the house through that app, as long as I have Wi-Fi where I'm out, because I've already attached that camera to my product. So that's a great feature too. I love that feature. So also from here, you can go ahead and take a picture. So I just took a picture. And now it's loading that picture, I guess. And that's the picture I just took. So we'll go back. And then I can also press the little camera. No, that's the camera, sorry. The little video camera. And I'll push it. And now you see it's red. And I'm recording myself. And I'll take it off, and it's not. And then now I can go to my menu and pull down my recordings. So I can record it and have it saved to the system. But then also I put a micro SD card in here. Now the micro SD card, this is not in the instructions, so pay attention to this one. I about had a heart attack. This thing had the tightest micro SD card insertion, and the spring in there, unreal. So if you're going to put this tiny little card in there, make sure when it flies out at you, you're not going to get lost in your surroundings. If that makes any sense, because you know how tiny they are. I've never in my life had a micro SD card fling out repeatedly at me. I could not get it in with my nail. I've never used anything to put a micro SD card into anything ever. So I got a pen out. I think after I said quite a few words, I got a pen out and I used the tip of the pen to shove it in there tightly. Once I heard the click, moved the pen, stayed in. So, well, that's only half the battle, because then after you get that in there, I thought I'm ready to go. I'll go ahead and press record. I'm playing with the press and record. No, doesn't work yet. It tells me SD card not formatted or not something. It wasn't ready. And I was like, what do you mean not ready? It's in the camera. So I thought it just wasn't working. So I took it out and had to battle another SD card. And I put another micro SD card in there. Same thing. So when you get your micro SD card in the car, go to your settings. There'll be the little wheel like everywhere. Click on that. It'll pull down all your settings. Go ahead and click on SD card. So it'll pull up SD card. It'll tell you what's in there or whatever. Press format. From my understanding, the word was format. Don't touch anything else. And then press apply, and then it'll take your card. It accepts the card into its system, and then now you can record onto your micro SD card. So instead of, you know, relying on a fail-safe where my recordings are always going to be there in, you know, in the cloud type of situation, you can have it backed up on your micro SD card when you really need that recording. And then that'd be like if someone's, you know, if someone's breaking in type of thing, you can press record, and then, or you can leave it, press record and just let it run, like if you're leaving for the day type of thing. It only accepts up to a 30 gigabyte SD card. Yes, that's a lot, but it's not a lot if you're going to let this run 24/7. So if you're going to be the type of person who wants to go ahead and let it run, I would have 2 micro SD cards. That way you could pop one out, put one back in, and then you'll have the time to go through it and delete everything off, you know, move it to your computer, whatever you want to do, keep a record, and then the next day you'll have another clean one to put back in. So if that makes sense. So I would do that. But I love, it picks up voice quality perfectly. Let's see if I can go through here and like you can talk through it. I'm still new to trying to figure out my how to get to my settings on my, from the computer. I'm good to go. I can pull up all my stuff. Let's see. No. Okay, let's see here. Go back. Okay, so I clicked back and I touched my camera, which is bringing up the live feed. Let's go to my menu, maybe. Is that a menu button? No, it went away. So on this screen, I touched that little thing that says 155 kilobytes. Yeah. For some reason, that little button brings up all your buttons to run it. I'm trying to bring down the drop bar. Oh, that's just pulling up my settings. It automatically defaults to 640, 360. I left it at that because it's clear enough. I think it's good. But you can move it to, and that it will run on most things. So that's why I've left it there. But you can do low, which is 160 over 90, it says. Half, they call it half in the settings, which is 320 by 180. And then the default is 64 by 360. Then HD, if you moved it up, not everything's going to register that, so I just didn't even bother. So, but HD is 1280 by 720. So it does have the HD ability. No, but obviously you're going to have to play it on an HD device to get that HD ability. So, and it takes up more camera space too. And then you really want to make sure you have a good micro SD card. Or like I said, don't even bother doing it. So let me click back and let's see. I know there's a way to pull up everything. I was doing it earlier. Okay. Maybe I can only do it from the computer. Oh, records. Right here at the bottom. Records. So these are my recordings. It's a little record of my recordings. So you click on one. Look, I had to turn it to face me, and now it's pulling it up. Nope, now I'm just going live again. That's funny. I'm just live taping myself. Okay. But on the computer when I was pulling up earlier, that and I took a photo and I saved it to my phone so I could show you the photo quality for the IR. Let me turn I have everything up so high. Let me turn it down low so hopefully you can see it. Let's see here. So this is last night. I don't know if you can see that. That's the IR quality. So that's what I took a picture of me. I had it pitch black in the room. And then I took a photo of myself with the camera from my phone. You know, I pressed, click on the phone and it took a photo of me. See, it's pretty. Glasses, no makeup. I have my hair up in a ponytail. But it's a really clear picture. So in the pitch black. So I was really happy with the quality of that. So that's what it's going to look like at nighttime. Because you can see here, all the lighting it has. And it's going to take a picture. So it's really good. And then you can tilt it. So you can tilt it, move it, whichever way you want, set it. It's really a great little camera. It has like a rubbery coating to it, like a non-slip rubbery coating. It's pretty durable. I've already, tripped over the wire, threw it across the room. It still works really fine. So, Like I said, I'm really happy with the quality. Has been pretty amazing. Being able to access it when you're out is key. You know, especially if you have kids at home, your spouse. You know, I live with my mom, so if I need to check on her, obviously I have health issues, so if someone wants to check on me, but it's just, it's a great one. I won't even use one now that I can't access with Wi-Fi and I can't, you know, communicate through. I mean, and it's so easy to use. Like I said, you can use iOS. It's Android or iOS. And then if you have a MacBook, there's a different computer address. You know, it's in here too. The setup is here for both of you. So I think iOS. No, it's the same name. iOS is the same app name, Serene Viewer. So it's the same app name for iOS as it is Android. So that's pretty good. So that is Serene Life's, you know, camera setup. It will save the pictures and your recordings for you. But then, like I said, you can put your backup micro SD card in there and then have a hard copy of your own, so you don't have to rely on a cloud. You know, every once in a blue moon something happens to those things, and you don't have to worry about that. They don't charge any service for that, which is awesome. This camera's been working flawlessly. Like I said, it's pretty durable. It's put up with me. No brainer to set up. I mean, it's been fantastic. I couldn't find one flaw with it. I absolutely love it. So that's Serene Life's IP Cam for the HD62. Thanks.